Hello, my sweet magnolias. Welcome back to the Sky Lila experience. Today is a slower episode, a grounding one, intentionally. Before 2026 vision boards, manifestation, and the big quantum leap energy, there is a sacred pause, a season of stillness, a moment of integration, and I want this episode to feel like a bath, a space, a permission slip to land before you launch. Because what if the clarity you're craving isn't ahead, it's underneath you? In your body, in your breath, in the silence you've been avoiding. Today we're going to root down to our root chakra, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, so you can rise next year with strength, softness, and strategy. We're combining neuroscience, somatic grounding, ancient energetics, and guided reflection. This is not a goal-setting episode. This is the one you listen to before setting goals. This year, 2025, is 9 in numerology. Next year is number 1. So energetically, it is a huge shift and really onto that launching energy. Let's start by talking about why pausing is not laziness or stagnation, but actually biological strategy. The brain has 2 primary modes: task mode, doing, fixing, predicting, controlling, and default mode, reflecting, integrating, meaning making. Most of us live our entire year and life really in task mode because it's, in a way, a task to reflect. Especially high achieving women, your frontal lobe is constantly planning, organizing, deciding, and it gets cognitively tired. You need to reset. Especially as a female, we do not have a 24-hour clock, we have a 28-day clock. Obviously, and we work with the seasons too, but you need time to rest. So here's the secret that neuroscientists talk about that nobody teaches women. Your breakthroughs don't happen in task mode. They happen in the pause, in the space, in the unknown, in the discomfort. When the brain slows down, alpha waves increase, and alpha waves are associated with enhanced creativity, mental clarity, emotional intuition, long-term vision, problem solving, integration of memories and lessons. This is why your best ideas come in the shower or on a walk, maybe a run, during a quiet moment when your mind is unfocused. Stillness is strategy. Rest is data, and silence is clarity. This generation is changing. Part of my core believes go, 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 but you need to rest in order to integrate. When you pause, your nervous system shifts from sympathetic, which is fight and flight, to parasympathetic, rest and digest. This is the home of intuition, alignment, discernment, and creativity. Think of nature. Winter is not a failure. Winter is preparation. Roots grow deepest in the colder seasons. Unseen, but essential. So before we charge into the new year, I want us to root. Ooh. Roots do grow deeper when you rest and reflect. We're going to move into some grounding. If you're walking, driving, or listening while you're moving, that's okay. You can still settle into your body. We're going to do a little mini grounding practice. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. Close your eyes unless you're driving. Inhale through your nose for 4. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. Exhale gently for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. 2. Exhale for 6. 4, 5, 6. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. This only takes about a minute. You can do this anytime in your day, and you will immediately feel more grounded in the present moment. When the exhale is longer than your inhale, the vagus nerve activates. This signals you are safe. Your body stops scanning for threats, your frontal lobe reactivates, your intuition gets louder, your creativity wakes up. HeartMath Institute has shown that when the heart and brain sync through slow breathing, your ability to make aligned decisions improves dramatically. I'm going to go through a few somatic grounding tools, but one quick little side note. This is so helpful, not just for your own mental health, but in any area of life. If you're in public speaking, if you have to do a presentation, even if you're going on a date, grounding your energy. I learned this through acting, of how you physically stand when, say, doing a monologue or in a speech, whatever it is. Where your energy is completely changes how you react. One exercise we used to do is with different characters, where is their energy held? Really high energy people, okay, maybe their energy is more in their throat, in their head. Cool, calm, just chill people, their energy feels lower in your belly, right? And you can change that. There's no right or wrong, but where is the homeostasis? Where's that default mode? And I was just telling somebody in little tips for public speaking is I'm super hyper aware in how I stand because I know that changes everything. Even as mentioned in the previous episode, I was just at a funeral last week and I gave a speech and it was incredibly challenging. Probably the most difficult one I've ever done. And I was aware of how I could stand and how that might change. I kind of scrapped it in the moment because it was like, okay, whatever. It's okay if I'm super vulnerable in this moment. This is the one place ever really that you could just be bawling in front of a group of people. And I noticed though my feet were a lot closer together and I was taking up less space. But when you step your feet out wide, you're taking up more space, you'll feel more confident. If you do hip distance apart, that's sort of really authentic, natural energy. And where your hand is, if you're able to put your hand on your belly, that'll make you feel more grounded. Your hand on your heart, whatever you need. When you touch your body, you immediately drop into your body and feel more grounded and you're able to do whatever you need to do. So some somatic grounding tools. These are tools I use and teach that my community loves. Barefoot walking. Studies show that direct contact with earth reduces inflammation, balances cortisol, and calms the nervous system. It really grounds your electrical charge. I noticed this too when I was first living in an apartment building in Vancouver, Canada. And I was on the 21st floor and I just felt a bit off. I got used to it, but at the beginning I was like, what's going on here? Like I couldn't pinpoint it. And then eventually I thought, maybe because I'm so high off the ground and I've never been this high. Like before growing up, I used to be, in my childhood bedroom. And then when I was a teenager, I moved to the basement. So it was literally in the basement that I grew up in, like half of it was in the earth. The other half had a yard. But my bedroom was like in the ground, basically. So I felt so grounded. So when I was higher up, I didn't feel as grounded. So if you live in an apartment building or just really anyone and everything, go touch ground. Touch some grass. Cold exposure. This has dramatically changed in the last couple of years. Even 10 seconds of cold water increases neuroepinephrine by 200 to 300%. This sharpens mental clarity and strengthens emotional resilience. We all know, unless you don't know me, but I am cold exposure addict. I love it. I hosted a cold plunge at a lake in Whistler, Canada for a wellness retreat with the Fairmont. The amount of people that said, they're not going to do that part, but because I was with them all weekend and just strongly encouraging them and not just trying to get them in, but just sharing the benefits of it. Every single person came and every single person loved it. They were like, oh my God, thank you so much. I wasn't going to do that. And that's the best part of this whole thing. It's like, yeah, you have no idea how amazing it makes you feel. I just did a cold dip yesterday because I'm in Canada right now. And it's like, that would be good for me. First, I was cold and didn't want to go. And then when I got in the car, immediately I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait to go. Obviously, then you get to the water and it's so cold and it's still looking freaky. But over the past 5-6 years, however long I've been doing it, the first couple of years, maybe times, however it is for you, is challenging. Then I realized discipline is a gift. When I would go at 7 a.m. before work, and you see this beautiful Pacific Ocean and the mountains and the snow and the seals and the birds, and it was like, wow, I'm so grateful I have forced myself to do this because now, oh my God, it's my happy place. It's such a beautiful experience. Strongly encourage you, just try it. If you have a group of friends or you're able to try in a public area, that's a great way to do it. It's much easier when you're with other people. I personally really enjoy, sometimes when I'm alone, it's just a different experience. it's time for me to reflect inward and have more of like a moment as opposed to just the physical benefits. Orienting, looking around your space and naming 5 things you see. This pulls your nervous system out of future anxiety and into the present. My friend helped me with that once. I don't even know what it was. I don't like to think I have panic attacks, but something happened once and I was like, whoa. Called my best friend Rachel because we were both in London and knew she was awake. And I was like, Rachel, I'm not okay right now. I don't know what's going on. And she goes, well, thank God it was her too, because she knew exactly what to do. I, for some reason, had never really heard of this yet. And she's like, look around. Can you tell me 3 things that you see? And then immediately I felt better. It was like breath work, box breathing, 4, 7, 8 breathing, or simply sighing helps regulate stress hormones quickly. Slow movement, no workout mode, not push yourself mode, but yin yoga, long stretching, low intensity walking, anything that lengthens the exhale and downshifts your system. Remember, your body is not separate from your spiritual path. The body is the portal. I could read this one over and over again. Go down to go up. 2 steps back to go forwards. Go into your body. Reflection, ritual. This part is sacred. If you can, pause this episode and grab a journal. I want you to ask yourself, but I'll give you some questions for a guided reflection with depth, pacing, and some emotional parts to help you reflect. Number 1, what did I carry this year that felt heavy? And what can I lovingly put down? Not with shame, but with gratitude, because heaviness means you cared. The more love, the more pain. The more pain, the more love. It's okay. It's good. That means you love. Where did I grow in ways that nobody saw? These are the invisible victories that shape you most. For example, myself, it was, somebody asked me, like, how was London? I said, it's been incredible, but not in the ways that I expected. I thought it was going to be a lot more like external, outward growth, success, things like that. But it was everything that I didn't know to ask for of this inner journey. It was obviously everything's still great, but there's so much that nobody can see that's inside me. Like just even uncovering ancestral trauma and healing through that. And it's like, whoa, this has changed my life. Number 3, which version of me am I outgrowing? Let her be honored, thanked, and released. You can still love that version for you, and you can come back to her in your memories, but you don't have to be her anymore. Number 4, who walked with me this year that I want to carry into my next chapter? Choose your people with conscious energy. Oh, it feels so good when you get a good group. Number 5, what energy do I want to feel in 2026? Not goals, feelings. The frequency that will guide everything else. These questions pull you out of survival mode and into intentional living. Come back to this episode if you don't have a journal right now. They're really valuable questions. I have a little visualization ritual that you can do. Close your eyes. Imagine roots growing from the base of your spine, down your legs, through the floor, into the earth. Feel gravity holding you, supporting you. Feel yourself connected to something older than fear, older than pressure, older than time. This is your foundation. From this rooted place, ask your inner voice, the part of you untouched by noise or expectations. What do I need to remember before I rise? What truth have I been avoiding? What is trying to grow in me? Don't force answers, let them arrive. Our culture teaches expansion without grounding, hustle without healing, growth without integration, but energetically, expansion requires capacity. Think of the root chakra, Muladhara. It governs stability, safety, foundation. If this energy is unsettled, your dreams feel shaky, inconsistent, overwhelming. It all starts at the root chakra. Look at red if you need to feel more grounded. But when it's grounded, your manifestations are more powerful because your nervous system miss her, love her. Your nervous system can hold them. Before you set 2026 goals, here's what I want you to cultivate. Your nervous system capacity. This determines how much success, love, visibility, and growth you can handle without self-sabotage. Ask yourself, what overstimulates me? What drains me? What strengthens me? Be honest with yourself and don't fear the answers. Emotional clarity. Stop dragging old stories into new seasons. You can't call it alignment while clinging to what's misaligned. Just let it go. You will survive, I promise. Well, but you get the point. Energetic hygiene. Protect your space. Say no faster. Release drama quicker. Remove what dilutes your energy. Go on a no spree. Say no. Also say yes to certain things. Try to avoid gossip. Just get out of it. Change the topic if you can, or stop being around certain people. Rhythmic living. Nature moves in cycles, not urgency. Honor your inner winter. Slow mornings, nourishing foods, more sleep, less stimulation, more reflection. The more you sync with nature, the more you sync with yourself. My dad the other day, I came home for a funeral, so we've all been quite exhausted, sleeping, and just, life. And we didn't sleep that late or anything, but my dad was like, all right, everyone, wake up, time to go to work. It's like, okay, well, we're like grieving a little bit here, but that's okay. And I thought I was working. I was working on my body because my number one goal is to be a mother. So therefore, I need to have the healthiest body and cells and home to grow a little babe. But men are different, right? They're not producing life. So work is different. If you're a woman, align your work with your greatest goals as well. I do not push myself like I used to. I don't wake up at 5 a.m. anymore. I sleep 8 hours. I sometimes miss sleep, but I try not to because I know that every day is so important in order to grow the most healthy baby possible. Number 5, identity work. Not what do I do, but who is the version of me who already lives this life? And what does she need from me right now? I'm going to say that one again. Who is the version of me who already lives that life? And what does she need from me right now? Maybe it's simply just clarity. It's so valuable. I don't do it as much as I used to, but to do weekly, monthly, quarterly reflections. So if you don't do that, at least please do an annual reflection. And yours can be different. Sometimes I mentally now think, okay, the new year starts in April because that's spring. Let's work with nature. I still do my annual reflections though at the end of December. If you'd like some support with that too, I have a document on my website that you can get that has annual reflection questions. You can just download it and answer it. Print it off if you want to, write it out on your computer, whatever it might be. It covers all areas of life, and I like to ask myself the same ones, or at least the same categories every year too, so I can compare easily from previous years, because sometimes you might be focusing on a certain area that you're thinking, I haven't made any progress. So when I first moved to London, it was like, okay, oh my god, I haven't made any progress with this and that. And it's like, okay, well, where have you made progress? You just moved your entire life across the world. That's major. This past year, my boyfriend and I were talking, and it's like, oh, okay, I didn't quite do as much as I wanted to in this area. And he was like, yeah, well, we built a relationship. Like, that's huge. And I was like, oh yeah, I wanted that for a long time. And we did that, and we have such a beautiful relationship, and I love him so much, and he's so great, and we're great, and everything's great. And it's like, oh, okay. Who knows how much quicker we can move in other areas of life now together. Point is, take a step back and look at everything that you've done. Your achievements, maybe where you've stepped back a few steps. Because nothing is ever wrong. It's always exactly right for us, how it's meant to be. You make mistakes, I still think they're necessary. I really think everything is so planned out in a way. I will also say, one little note here, I've been connecting with my spirit guides lately. I've heard that term, you might have heard that term, but I've never really thought about it. It's like, okay, cool, we have spirit guides. I didn't necessarily feel like I had a connection or a relationship with whoever mine is. I'm reading this book right now, Develop Your Psychic Ability, and it was talking about your relationship with your spirit guide. That was literally on Tuesday. It's Sunday now. I am so much more aware. My phone was going crazy the other day while I was brushing my teeth. And you know when like different tabs start opening and closing? First it was like, oh no, is my phone wet? And I thought, oh, actually it didn't get wet. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're just going to let it go. And my friend was laughing at me because I told her this because I had sent her a Starbucks gift card. Because I took it as a sign from my spirit guides that I should send her a Starbucks gift card to say thank you so much, I love you. And because my phone kept opening and going to a certain conversation, I was like, oh, I got to respond to this person. I forgot. I opened it when I was sleeping. And then, or early in the morning. And then it closed. And then I went back. And so I was like, okay, I'll listen. And then it kept going down. I was like, what is my phone doing? And then it opens up e-gift cards. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then I thought, maybe it's my spirit guide saying send this person a gift card because they're great. And so I did that. And I thought, pretty cool. And then today, I wore my brother's jacket on a walk with my family. And my hair clip was in there. Anyways, got home. I'm starting to pack. And I kept thinking, oh, I gotta go get my hair clip. It's in the pocket. And obviously I forgot. And then I go downstairs into the laundry room. And the jacket falls. I was like, oh man. And I thought, oh, to remind me to get my hair clip from the pocket before I leave for London tomorrow. And I just thought, this is incredible. These are probably my spirit guides. Like, they're always here. They're always talking to us. Sometimes I'm kind of like, ugh. Anyways, develop that if you haven't already. I'm still learning it. It's new for me, but I will tell you more as I go because it's really fun and exciting. You just feel like you have a buddy all the time who's watching over you and who has like special powers. Anyways, thank you for choosing to root with me today. You don't need to sprint into the next chapter. You don't need to have everything figured out before the year ends. You don't need to be ready. You just need to be grounded before you rise. Root before expansion, integration, before 2026. Peace. Peace is my current intention. Just constant peace in every way. If this episode supported you, share it with someone who needs grounding too. Come connect with me on Instagram at SkyLila. I love you so much. As always, take a deep breath and remember, peace is power and stillness is strategy. Thanks for hanging out. We have a couple fun guests next month for December and talking similar things, really sinking into the end of the year and getting prepped for January. Okay, I love you so much. Have the best day ever.